A well-structured prompt is essential for getting the most out of large language models. By understanding the key components of a good prompt, you can create prompts that guide the LLM to generate accurate, informative, and creative outputs. The main components of a well-structured prompt are clarity, specificity, contextual information, desired format, length constraints, and examples or hints. At this moment, let me tell you a little bit of theory about these components, and then I'll start with some demos. I'll start with clarity. A clear prompt is easy for both humans and AI models to understand. Just like when you're talking to people, the clearer your message, the easier it will be for the other party to understand. Your prompt should convey your request or question without ambiguity. For example, a clear prompt would be provide statistics on the impact of AI on employment in the last 5 years. Then, specificity. An effective prompt is specific and well designed. It should clearly state the information or data that you want from the AI model. For example, list the top 5 countries with the highest investment in R&D in the field of AI in the last 5 years. Additionally, including relevant context can help the AI model generate more accurate responses. And you can provide background information or constraints if necessary. For example, discuss the pros and cons of using AI in autonomous vehicles while considering ethical aspects. Then, the desired format. When you need a specific format, just be clear about it, whether it's a list, paragraph, chart, or any other format that suits your needs, for example, JSON or XML. And this is a good one. If you want a concise answer or detailed explanation, specify the desired length to guide the AI model. You can also say, for example, write a tweet and specify less than 280 characters. Also, providing examples or hints can clarify your request and guide the model in generating the desired response. For example, provide an overview of AI algorithms, including examples like decision trees and neural networks. And this is an invaluable rule when creating prompts. Avoid bias or controversy. For example, explain the impact of AI on healthcare without favoring any particular perspective. That will be an unbiased prompt. To create a prompt that avoids bias or controversy, you can use neutral and inclusive language and avoid framing questions in a way that assumes or promotes stereotypes or discrimination. Also, please ensure that your prompt does not introduce bias and consider other perspectives. Empathy goes a long way. You can also test prompts with a diverse group of people to identify and address any potential issues. Additionally, for complex tasks, you might consider breaking down your prompt, which is no different than when you're explaining something that's very complex to someone. Multiple prompts may explain the scenario in a much better way. And of course, iterate and refine prompts. Experimentation is key, so you can try different phrasings if a particular one does not work well. You can then review results, identify weaknesses, seek feedback, test again, and repeat as needed. If you follow these guidelines, you'll be on your way to create effective prompts. Now, let's talk about something important regarding your prompts.